Not a lot going on, just a little bit. I always say a lot
We
going
do have
on.
our donkey of the day, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
You
I
don't
don't
even.
like when I don't have my donkey of the day.
Okay.
Some donkeys. You know what we should do at the end of the month or something?
Uh-huh.
Or at the end of the week?
The biggest donkey.
Let's rate the donkeys. Who we thought was like the worst of that week or the worst of that.
You probably should do week because month is too.
And yeah,
too
month
many.
would be too much.
That's too many.
And if you remember in a month, the one that you really remember is the one that sticks out. But if
Which
you do
one
a
sticks
weekly-
out so far with you? Probably the one we just talked about.
See,
So that's not gonna be
yeah, we would have to bring them up in the thing though, a survey.
What? Oh, which one
Those
is the
who
worst?
watch our show,
Okay.
this man who kicks his wife in the head or
Okay.
whatever,
All right.
and you'll go, oh yeah, I remember that one. Now that's
felt
the
other
worst.
day, yeah. All right. So today you actually was able to watch The View.
I'm trying to understand that whole situation because it's been a ongoing with that whole train incident,
Uh-huh.
the train derailment, and then I think it's the substance, the
Uh-huh.
hazardous waste that happened that's affecting that city.
Where was this
area
train
in Ohio?
at? Where was the train?
It's an area in Ohio. I haven't
Okay.
been really closely
And it
keeping
had
up
a
with
train
it.
derailment.
Right, and they've been showing like updates. I think too, when you have those situations, it can become politicized.
Uh-huh.
So you got one administrative blaming another one, and then Trump actually visited, so they got a
Okay.
little glimpse of him as well.
Okay.
But some of the commentary, and I think Joy's going to show it.
Uh-huh.
They've been questioning our administration team now
To see what they
Are
doing.
they coming? Because people are losing. People are getting sick. It's a lot of,
So our government hasn't done anything?
not to the fullest.
Oh, okay.
So let's,
Well, Kiki Sanders says, hello, sisters. Can't wait for today's hot topics. Hey, Kiki.
let's see if it's,
And then tomorrow, Kiki, we having y'all, some of y'all come in. So send us your, how should she do it? Send us her email?
well, we need everybody's
Inbox us your email.
all of our potential guests.
Yeah, and make sure it's your name that's on here, and we'll send you our Zoom link.
Yeah.
Zoom link.
Zoom link. And like she said, each week may change. So if you're not on the schedule for this Friday, it will be probably next Friday. But we're trying to do Friends. We're gonna come up with a cute little name. Woods? Do we say Woods Report? Woods Friends Report.
Something like that.
Something like that. And then just kind of have friends come in, like you guys, who watch us hopefully every day.
Right.
Can give your input on our live show.
So email. I put the email in the description. Email us your email, and then we'll send
Email
you the
us your
Zoom link.
email. Uh-huh.
If you want to go on, no pressure.
No pressure.
You don't have to go on if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's this, Joy?
Let's show.
Since trying to blame the Biden administration, the White House hit back that Trump's safety rollbacks caused this. And last night, townspeople demanded some straight answers from the governor and railroad executives. Watch.
Until the cleanup is done, you'll stay with us? Within the 1 mile?
Yes, I've been there. I've been there 3 times.
For a few hours.
I've
Will
been
you
there.
stay overnight for a period of time?
And drink the water.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully we hold you to that.
I'm 65 years old, a diabetic, AFib heart disease, everything. Now, did you shorten my life now? I want to retire and enjoy it. How are we going to enjoy it? You burned me. We were going to sell our house. Our value went poof. You know, do I mow the grass? Can I plant tomatoes next summer? What can I do? I'm afraid to.
That man is speaking of the reality of his life.
That man said he came a few hours, and he said, "Can you stay overnight?"
I came 3 times
Why couldn't he? He said for an hour.
for an hour.
Why couldn't he just say
Stay overnight.
Why didn't he just say I'll stay overnight?
In fact,
He-
stay the weekend.
No, he said, "Hell no, I'm not drinking no water. I'm in
You
for an
know
hour,
what?
and I'm out of there. I'm not living here with y'all."
They were talking about the homes in the community.
Did Trump drink the water?
He brought his water, so he's not going to drink it. But he brought water in good faith.
All right, okay.
Because Sarah was like, I don't care who brings the water, just bring it.
Exactly.
We going back and forth. It's
So how is this
It's
different?
Trump's administration fault. They were saying
How's this
in
different in
his-
Flint?
In his administration, they did a lot of deregulation and stuff. So I'm hearing in the news that they're wanting these local companies or whatever to regulate. They don't want government regulating them. And a lot of the ladies at The View figures anything like that is dangerous, because when the government gets down on you to regulate, like we're doing our airplanes, they regulate them and they have to fly a certain way and certain whatever rules. When you don't allow that for certain companies, they'll think, they'll rate themselves as we're doing good.
So they saying the
we're
trend.
doing good. So a lot of that started with the Trump administration.
Okay.
But even I'm surprised Sonny said it's gone all the way back, because no president is really taking this air climate thing really serious.
So quit trying to say it's Trump. It's all of them.
It's all of them.
No,
take
none
it
of
serious.
them.
And then too, I believe from what I'm hearing, this whole train company is having problems with getting more workers, and they're having a day off, that kind of stuff. And you're like, really?
Yeah.
Are you fighting to get days off? Are you fighting to? Of course, meanwhile, the man who's probably over them, that may have been that gentleman he was fussing at, the second one.
Well, here's the thing.
Making millions of dollars, and they can't even pay their workers or pay more people to handle the train situation, because they're saying that a lot of that is the result of not having the right processes in place to even hire these people for that.
Well, here's the deal. They didn't do anything for Flint. So at least they consistent
with the water situation.
Because before we said it was because they was black at Flint.
Yeah.
But now we find out they don't care about nobody.
Small city area, they'll fix itself.
If you're a small city, you know what? That's why I told you. The whole race thing is turning more into have and have-nots. This country's turning more into who has money and who doesn't. That's it. It don't matter what color you are.
Because I'm thinking too, on the other side of that, are we okay with that? Because we talk about justice for all, fairness for all. Mm-hmm. Well, when we all getting our butts kicked, fairness for all, the white man's getting his butt kicked, the black man's getting his, because we all in a small area. Right. So you almost feel like, dang, I guess we all treat it the same way. It's not a black thing, because they're overlooking this city, which is mostly white people. It's small towns. They just don't care about.
They don't care. That's what I said. It's
poverty, small towns.
It's becoming the have and the have-nots. This country is becoming
the money thing.
Is the middle class is going away. It's becoming who has money and who doesn't. Right. If you have money and you in an affluent area, they'll take care of it. You know what? If you're not in an affluent area, forget it.
But you know what? This may be brownie points for Trump.
Well, he's the guy. Trump appeals to that guy. That's the one that's not affluent. Mm-hmm. Even though he has nothing to do with them, he's never been poor in his whole life. Those people,
he cannot relate.
They wouldn't even come near him if he wasn't running for president. He was having security guards move him out the way. But he needs that grassroots.
This is his time to remind people. I get in there and help people to watch the other film too.
He won't roll his sleeves up, but he'll bring his Trump water.
Yeah, them roll their sleeves up.
Right.
People who are rolling their sleeves up.
Yes, I'll hire people.
But that other video showed a clip of him coming.
Okay, so Kiki says, imagine the people that actually live in that area. I know.
Health problems, everything.
So you queued up?
Yeah, I'm right at that moment.
Judge is there today.
Okay,
he is there today.
But Trump's visit to this place included some product placement of his Trump water.
Yeah.
And a visit to the local McDonald's. Let's watch the clip and then talk.
What's your specialty today?
How are you today? Nice to meet you.
Hello, everybody. That's a nice, beautiful looking group of people. So I know this menu better than you do. Okay? I probably know it better than anybody in here.
That was
so any opportunity to push his brand.
But anyone bringing water, I don't care if it says Trump on it, if it's gold layered, like they need clean water. And so at that moment, I'll say, bring whatever you have to.
Why are they mad that he's there?
You know what? I think because it's like Sonny said.
They just don't like him.
Sonny said it just reminds her of that Puerto Rico thing.
Oh, right.
It's a political move, but you know what? It's one of those things where the motive may not be pure.
Who cares?
Bring the water. It don't matter. If the water came from Putin, are we okay with that?
And why is he bringing the water and not the government?
He's doing that. I'm telling you,
and
it's a political move.
The man that they said that's only there an hour.
Yeah.
Why is he not bringing water?
This is a good opportunity, and Trump's people probably told him,
yeah,
go visit, Bring your water.
Yeah.
Show that the government the current administration, they're not doing their job.
Yeah.
And that makes you look good, Mr. Trump.
Yeah, why isn't Biden over there instead of over in Poland or somewhere?
And they're going to love you there because they're going to see.
But no, Biden is not there. He's in Ukraine.
Well, is he back now?
I don't care where he is. He needs to be here. He still hasn't visited the border. But yet he's flying everywhere else.
I'm telling you, a political move, a big one for Trump, is
take care of America first.
Not only, remember America First was his slogan.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all.
Still America First.
Y'all don't like him,
He's
but
bringing water. It should have been at least how many people from the current administration even meeting him with their water?
Yeah.
Oh, you got water? We got water too.
Yeah.
So people will go, oh, they're just coming to our rescue. Thank you.
In Ohio, which is a state he needs to win.
So Buttigieg, I think, is supposed to pay a visit there.
Buttigieg. Get out of here,
Leave him
Buttigieg.
alone.
It needs to be Biden or Kamala. What's she doing?
This would be a good time for the vice president to start putting her head into stuff.
But what is she doing?
I don't know.
She's not in Poland and Ukraine with Biden. Why is she not there?
They missed this opportunity because Trump is
you
going to
know
blow
what?
it up.
And she got the panhandle. Why don't she go there with her AKA sisters and
that was funny
water?
that you said that because
service first.
I'm digressing. Those of us who watch Abbott Elementary, did we watch it last night? The white guy that's the teacher, when he was meeting with other teachers, they were at a conference and he was meeting with these teachers from another school, more prestigious. I think it was a charter school. I'm not sure. Because the word on the street is that they're going to try to change Abbott Elementary to a charter school.
Okay.
Teachers are going to fight with that.
Okay.
But the white guy, they were doing, I guess they were playing charades or something. I don't know what game. You guys may have known it. But the guy he did the AKA symbol. And the answer was Kamala Harris. And everybody was like, how did you know that? AKA sorority, such and such. I was thinking, sorority people, they're starting to know now about sororities.
We're in a sorority. It's service. You're supposed to be
service. Yeah.
The vice president is in a sorority.
She's the top of the country. You would think she would be service. They would have to stop following her. Kamala, no, we can't go there. Kamala, no, we got to get the clearance. Because service would be in her,
or at least
being
have
part of a sorority,
or at least have a sorority or the panhandle.
Something. This is the time to put AKA on the map. Oh,
but no, Donald Trump with his comb over is there.
He's there,
and he's fine,
and they loving him, greeting him at McDonald's.
Wendy says, "Howdy, beautiful sisters."
Hey
Wendy.
Hey.
And Jay Boogie says Trump would probably get in because Biden and Harris ain't doing much. Sad, I can't believe I said that.
Yes,
it's the truth. Where is she?
Don't feel bad because you brought up a good point. I didn't think about the fact that she's part of a Black Greek sorority. She's part of the National Panhellenic Council. If anything should be happening in the country, those groups should be moving and grooving, especially hers.
Yeah, and she's a link sister.
Come on now.
She's a link.
Come on, Kamala, get out there.
And we already know, like I said, Joe Biden is, whoever knows what country he's in, it's supposed to be this country. This country
America first.
So, but you walking around with the Ukraine actor president.
And trying to justify why we should continue to support them, where you got cities, people
that's why we don't.
That's health problems.
That's why people don't support that, giving billions of dollars, because when you have Flint, Michigan, I guess people forgot all about Flint, Michigan.
I know, and their water
is still bad. When you got places like Flint, Michigan, and then this place in Ohio, where your own country,
in your own land, your own
where
backyard,
you can't drink your own water in your own country,
your own backyard,
and yet you're giving billions of dollars to
out of the
country.
neighborhood, out of the community, where your own community, your own neighborhood, your own backyard needs help.
And you could get away with it if you were to mobilize people, like we were saying, like Kamala Harris. Mobilize.
Well, that's why
people.
I said Buttigieg, I think, is visiting.
She's
there.
doing
he's got some part of his.
Y'all, I'm sorry.
It's unfortunate that she's not the one, but he's coming from the administration.
She's not doing nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If y'all could tell me what is she doing, please type it in the thing.
And her fellow sorority sisters, don't get upset. But we're right, because if we're about community service,
well, we're nobodies, and we understand how to run the country. If the president, who's old, and we know he can't go everywhere, let's keep him over in Poland and Ukraine and doing all of that. My vice president is on the home front, mobilizing people, getting them together, going in these areas that we need help. So we're helping, we're making sure we're secure on the international level and the national level.
Yes.
Nah, we not.
I'd like to know if you guys know what her agenda is. Have she ever even talked about what her agenda is?
Does anybody know?
Because they know vice president, president, her husband, first husband, first man.
Other than kissing Jill Biden.
What is their agenda? And even with Jill, we could guess education.
Well, hers is education.
But Michelle Obama was clear. Because she got slack about food, Michelle was healthy and planting your own garden. That woman was working.
Michelle was dancing all around the country. She was going on people's shows. Get up, let's get moving, let's get busy.
Get in shape, make sure your kids are eating healthy. People was like, you don't tell my kid me what to feed my children. She got a lot of slack for her agenda, but we knew what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know what Kamala's is.
And even Obama, even people don't like him because they was like he was concentrated on one thing, which was making sure that everybody had
health care.
Whether you agree with it or not, you knew what his agenda
was to get that passed, and he kept bringing up his mom's situation and didn't want nobody else. Now, granted, pros and cons about it, but that man, you knew what his agenda was.
That's it.
So not to down my sister, but.
I'm
fellow
her.
sorority sister.
No,
I
don't care about her. I don't care about all that.
I want to know what is she doing. More that we are about service for real.
All right, Jay Boogie said exactly. Wendy said, "Who do you think did a good job as vice president?" And Cheney
was
president. He was president.
We talked about that yesterday. Cheney was running it. Bush had to sit down.
Whether we agree with his politics or not. He was a good vice president.
He made sure things happened. As a vice president, you almost thought he was the president.
Better than the president.
So yeah, right now, I would say him, hands down.
Wendy says Michelle was not vice president. That's the point.
The point we make is
why is the first lady known for doing more when her husband was in office than the vice president?
And I said her.
So you actually just proved our point, Wendy.
But even with that, Wendy, I said that to say, I don't know what Jill Biden's agenda is.
Yeah.
I know it's probably education.
It's education, but what about it?
To change what? The books in the school, or kids have the arts in school and not take away. I mean, what is her
so
agenda?
if Jill Biden, her thing is education, right? And Joe Biden agrees that African American studies should not be taken out of college.
Shouldn't that be on her agenda?
She should be talking about that.
Thank you.
She should be the main person on screen saying, I agree with my husband.
We're going to fight to make sure that every state teaches Black history to such and such age. That should be out of her mouth every opportunity
exactly.
She has. So I'm sorry.
She to me is the same as Donald Trump's wife. Donald. What color should the Christmas trees be this year, Donald?
She even had an agenda. Bullying. Cyberbullying. We dogged her out for it, but she had one.
Donald. You're a bully, Donald.
Your husband's a bully.
Don't be like Donald. That's my agenda.
He's a bully. Don't be like him.
And I steal Michelle Obama's speeches.
Yes.
Everybody wants to be Michelle Obama.
I know.
So then Kamala Harris, whatever, be Michelle Obama.
Yes.
Steal her speeches. Like, what's her name did.
So big guy from Jersey is not too far when he said, he wasn't too far when he made the comment that we need to see more of Kamala.
Yeah.
He made that comment. I know sometimes we get up uncomfortable because it's coming from a white guy.
And you need to see more of her. She's in a unique position because she's Black.
Yes. And the man's old. So
You're
show us that. If Biden makes it in, we got her.
She don't have the ability to do. We always got to again do extra.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have just like Michelle and them. They had to do extra.
Yes.
So you're the first Black vice president, female.
Period. Do all you can.
You got to go above and beyond.
Yes. Break some. They would say break glass ceilings.
And Biden is everybody talking about how old he is.
Yeah.
So people looking at you, they're going, well, he's so old, but she could be the president.
Because she doing stuff.
No, you can't be president.
We got our trust in her.
No.
Man, who cares about him? We got our eye on her.
Yes.
So.
And as of right now, no, I don't want her to be president.
Yeah. Well,
she's not a good vice president.
I'm okay. I just want her to utilize this time wisely. The time she has left.
Wendy says, "Is he the only one in this? Probably the last. What you really want us to go back 100 years?
No,
so
not 100 years. In our time,
in the last
we've been
20
voting.
years, 30 years. He's the only one.
That's the only one that comes to mind as a vice president.
They've been presidents 2 terms. Most presidents, except for Carter and Trump. Everybody's been president for almost 10 years, 8 years.
And the Bush family has had 2 presidents.
So wait a minute. Let's go back even longer than 20 years.
Reagan. Who was Reagan?
30 years, 40 years? I mean, if you want us to go back further than that, that's ridiculous. We talking about in this lifetime, 40 years.
No, not
he's
40
been
years.
the best vice
She's
president.
asking us since we've been voting. Since we was 18.
That's 40 years.
That's in the 80s.
I started voting with the first Bush. That's when I started voting. The first Bush.
I want to say.
And his vice president was a nut job, Dan Quayle, who couldn't spell potato. Then we had Clinton, who had, what's his name with the black hair that ran for president. He was the vice president. Gore. Al Gore did more after he was the vice president.
Oh, okay.
With the whole, with the whole,
other countries.
With the global warming.
Global warming, yeah.
That's Al Gore.
True, yeah.
But he didn't do that much when he was vice president. He did that more after he was president. And then you had, who was after Clinton? The other Bush? Yeah, because Gore lost. Remember the hanging tab?
Oh, yeah.
Florida?
Okay.
Gore lost because he ran, and the other Bush ran, which we saying Cheney was the best vice president.
I would say when we say best, he was more, not so much the best.
Whether you agree with his politics or not.
He was very influential. Very assertive.
Yes.
When you got a vice president that strong,
you knew
that overpowers the president.
You knew Dick Cheney was there.
Yeah.
Dick Cheney was everywhere.
Yeah.
You saw Dick Cheney more than you saw Bush.
Yeah. So Bush probably went to Cheney and asked for what you think.
The only time we saw Bush is when he got shoes thrown at him and stuff.
Now, you know who would have been a good president? Because Kim and I...
Or vice president. Which one?
Well, good president.
Who?
What messed him up is he picked his running mate.
Oh, McCain. Well, McCain ran against Obama. And everybody said, no way in the world would I want Sarah Palin to be the vice president.
He messed up picking her.
Yeah.
But that's a good question though, Wendy. Since we've been voting.
No. Since we've been
Cheney
voting.
right now sticks out to me.
Everybody else, probably the next one up in line would be probably Al Gore. But he didn't do anything until after he was, after he got out of office.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Let's see. Wendy said more freedom. Michelle was unique. Yeah. But you have to be. We have to go above and beyond. We can't be mediocre. We know that as African Americans in this country, we can never be mediocre.
Because you got a lot of people watching you.
Kamala cannot be
good
mediocre.
And bad.
She has to go above and beyond.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we have to do that.
Wendy says, and if what you're saying, if you're talking about more freedom as far as her, then that doesn't read well for Biden. Because that means that he's not allowing her to do a lot of stuff, which doesn't sound good on his part. It's either one or the other. Either she's not doing enough or she's not allowed to be doing enough.
Okay.
Either way, it's not good.
What?
He's trying to do it all by himself.
My mother saying he's trying to do it by himself.
That's a good point because we don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
And that's not good
when
either.
Alyssa being on The View, she did give a little bit of insight working with Pence and his family, working with the administration. So she was able to see and kind of hear the dynamics of
Trump didn't let Pence do anything.
Yeah. See,
is that Biden perhaps?
I don't know. That's a good question. Has she been coming to him with an agenda or with an ideal or whatever? And he'll go, nah, we'll let so-and-so take care of that. Or, nah, at right now? We don't know. That's a good question.
Wendy M says, I forgot about Potato Boy. Wendy says, Google, vice presidents don't do much. Well, that's what we said. And then she said, it's Biden. So, and again, she can't be like every other vice president.
Okay, so here's my question to that, my comment to that. If we Google what a vice president's role is, then Cheney superseded that.
Well, she should be doing what Cheney did.
Because Cheney, he was the president, even as vice president. Yep. So that must mean that he's very aggressive.
Yes.
For him to come through the door, normally the role of the vice doesn't, I don't care what the role is, I say do this.
And she needs to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
She needs to be more aggressive. The two areas that she needs to be aggressive in, one is, and she doesn't have to say African American, because you don't want people to be like, oh, now she's the black, she's the black vice president. Yeah. No,
she only helps the black people.
But it should be minorities, which includes all minorities of color. She's mixed, so she could all minorities and women.
Yes,
women, which we've seen her do some talking.
Women's rights,
and anything dealing with police. Like she showed up at what's his name's funeral.
Yes.
But not just show up at the funeral. Because people was saying, okay, she's the first at highest rank or whatever to come to that type of a funeral.
Okay.
But don't just come to the funeral, but get on the bandwagon. With Al Sharpton in there.
It's like they are afraid to.
It's like they're afraid.
Because people are afraid to get on the bandwagon with Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. I don't know.
But Trump's not afraid. He's not afraid. No, if he says the dumbest things in the world, he's not afraid.
That's one thing about him. I can honestly say that people are probably respecting him for. That man's got balls.
Right. Wendy says she's passive. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. He has a lot of balls.
Y'all, as much as we don't like Trump, and trust me, we are not Silk and Diamond. I don't want anybody to say that again.
Please don't compare us to those ladies.
We don't like him.
The only thing we have the same is we're sisters.
We don't like him.
Black women.
But the one thing you can say about him is he is not afraid to say what's on his dumb mind.
I know. And that's the problem they had with him as the administration. They had to shut him down.
And when when President Biden does it, which sometimes he does, and it's fine, he sounds like an angry old man.
Yeah, like Grandpa made. We made Grandpa mad. Sorry, Grandpa. We didn't mean to make you mad.
Get off my lawn. So that's where I feel she should step in. Because it doesn't make President Biden look bad. She can take that hit.
Yeah.
And she's a woman and she's a minority. So people gonna still kind of hit her with gloves, soft gloves. Yeah. Because they don't want to be considered, like you said, Fat Boy in New Jersey. He was very cautious with his words.
When he made that comment.
Because he don't want to be considered racist.
How dare you talk about that black woman? You. That Donna did come to her rescue.
See?
But I sat there and I went, Donna, he has a point.
He's not right. He's not wrong.
A point. She needs to show herself more.
Yes. She should be in Ohio.
Yeah.
She should be right next to Trump while he's handing out his water.
Thank you. She handing water out too.
He's handing out those bottles, the 16 ounce. Yeah. She should be handing out jugs. Thank you, Mr. Trump, for your water. That's so wonderful.
We appreciate you coming down.
We appreciate that. We want every American to send water. And coming from, I know I came down here and Joe said, why don't each family get 18 jugs apiece? So if you look outside, we got 20,000 trucks out there. And each family, you're going to get 18 jugs. And not only that, but we also have a water filter system that's here. Ooh. And we have a group of scientists that we borrow from NASA. Because they're at NASA studying water on Pluto. So we decided to take those scientists that are studying water on Pluto, borrow them
for a little
just
bit of
a week.
Yeah.
Give them a week
because we feel that this is very important that we tend to this matter right now.
So we have all these tents set up, like Outbreak, the movie
Outbreak.
That's when you see these guys walking around with the white
outfits on, and they're trying to study the air.
Those are scientists
putting stuff in the water and testing it. Oh, they're right. This water's poison.
Yeah, those are scientists. So I heard what you said, Mr. Johnson, that guy that spoke, about not being able to sell your home. But I can assure you this, Mr. Johnson, we have the top scientists right now, and we will get that water going the way it should. We're studying trees. We're studying plants. We're actually gonna have a tent set up, a giant tent.
Wow.
And it's gonna have we're gonna pour all kind of plants and things from all areas over here.
You know what?
And we're gonna study them.
I've even
at least after the election.
Thank you. I was going to say that. At least pull a shirt tail for a little bit, even though you may not 100% meet those goals and that what you promised. At least act, to be an actress.
Whatever happened to politicians saying a turkey in every pot?
Thank you.
For Thanksgiving.
Now, we know sometimes the promises that politicians make don't come true, but it kind of tickle our ear
and
a little bit.
It's going to be somebody black in the audience. What about Flint? I felt somebody was going to say that. Thank you for saying, what's your name, Marquisha? Marquisha.
Why you got to be Marquisha?
Thank you for saying that. I'm on it. I'm on it. So I have the Black Panhandle. They already given out water because we've already said that was part of our initiative for 2023 to get Flint back up.
So
but I don't want you to feel slighted. The same scientists, right? We're going to split them off in duties. They're going to go to Flint and they're going to fix that water too.
Okay.
We don't want anybody to feel like, and while we're doing that, guess where our president is? Securing the border, slapping Putin in the face.
Because I'm on the domestic home front.
I got this.
Okay.
I got this.
Is it so hard to do this?
Unless she did that whole speech we just did.
And he shot it
Joe
down.
said, no, just go to your office.
Check is going to go. No, you need to tend to this.
Okay.
So, we put it out there.
Wendy says she should work to change the police. Yes. That's what I said. That's her two areas.
Thank you. At least one or the other.
Kiki says whatever she said in her campaign speeches, she should be focusing on during her run. She's done absolutely nothing but show up with her nervous chuckles. I agree. And her husband that kisses Jill Biden. And Wendy says, I laid someone out for calling you Diamond and Silk. I said, you're crazy. They actually think. I don't know why people, I think because one of them died. That's why people are like, that's Diamond and Silk now.
Well, no, they two sisters, two black women.
No, people always think only one person can be in a lane. So like one died. So like there's no more Diamond and Silk. So we must be the new Diamond and Silk now.
Oh, no, I wasn't thinking it. I was thinking that they just think we're similar regardless.
You know what? You can call me Diamond and Silk.
Because remember the main thing that Diamond and Silk, because we go both ways with political views. Right. We don't take one or the other.
Right.
They were really strong.
They were Trumpsters.
But it wasn't even Republican. They were Trumpsters.
Yes. But what I'm going to say is, if you give me the money like Diamond and Silk, you can call me Diamond and Silk.
Oh, stop. I had a little dream. I don't know why I was daydreaming about if we became the next like Diamond and Silk and we change our whole platform theme. Our viewers like Wendy and all of y'all go, y'all don't mean that. Y'all just getting paid by Trump.
They know they watched us from the beginning.
They said, y'all never said that. Y'all all of a sudden like Trump. Y'all trying to be like Diamond and Silk. Y'all just trying to make money. They'll tell on us.
Right. I could never do that. There's no amount of money in the world that I take to not be who I am.
Some people will do that. They will live a whole facade, a lie.
No, I don't care how much money it is. And I honestly say that. I know people be like, well, if somebody offered you $150 million. It depends. If it's something that's in a line kind of what I believe in, yeah.
Okay.
But if for $150 million, you want me to go on a campaign to say Trump is the best guy in the world?
Oh, my goodness.
No.
Okay. No.
Sorry.
Okay.
I ain't suffering that much. Now, if I was homeless or something,
is
maybe
our
I would.
integrity got a dollar sign on it?
Exactly.
No. Okay.
Kiki says, but you are both still alive and well. Yes.
Yeah.
And Wendy clapped hands. All right, y'all. This is the next big story. Everybody been talking about it.
Yeah.
University of Alabama unaware of Miles and Miller texts until Tuesday's hearing, per AD Greg Brine. So I don't know if you guys know about this story, about the star basketball player, University of Alabama, where one of his friend asked him to bring a gun.
Because we know the gun laws there is you can carry.
Anybody
right?
could carry. It's
Conceal
open
and
carry.
Okay.
It's open carry.
Open carry.
And so he brought him the gun and gave it to him.
Okay.
And the guy ended up killing his girlfriend or a girl.
Taking her life.
And so this guy is under investigation because he gave him the gun. And of course, the guy who did the shooting is in trouble. But people, I guess, are upset at the fact that he's still playing.
He played in
He's
the one
still
game
playing
recently, right?
So this is what this says. The University of Alabama was unaware until Tuesday that dismissed basketball player Darius Miller, that's the one that did Miles, that did the shooting, text and request to star freshman Brandon Miller to bring his Miles gun to what shortly thereafter became the scene of the shooting death of 23-year-old. It's his gun.
It's Miles' gun.
It's Miles' gun.
What was Brandon doing with it?
Thank you.
Oh, that's another whole...
That makes it even worse.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that was his gun.
Yeah. The shooting death of 23-year-old. We all thought it was his gun.
I thought it was... Because I kept saying that it's really...
The University of Alabama thought it was his gun until Tuesday.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. The scene of the shooting death of 23-year-old Jamia Harris, according to University of Alabama Director of Athletics, Greg Brine. That includes basketball coach Nate Oates, whom Brine said had not been briefed on details from testimony at Tuesday hearing in the capital murder case against Miles and Michael Davis when he addressed reporters' questions about hearing the following Crimson Tide's final practice. All right, all this.
Okay.
Brine appeared Wednesday on ESPN to address several aspects of the case and the university's stance on Miller's status. The new information we learned was that there had been some text messages exchanged with Brandon and Darius.
Okay.
So they saying they didn't know that. That information was news to me.
Okay.
I had not been told that before. Then we were able to receive some information since then about the text exchange that has not been out there publicly.
Okay.
For instance, Darius had been asking Brandon to come pick him up for close to an hour. He was his ride that evening.
Okay.
Burn said. Brandon was already on his way to pick up Darius when he received a text message from him that was reported in the media yesterday. I didn't know that yesterday. I found out Wednesday. He received text messages from Darius over the course of an hour to come pick him up. The text message released Tuesday was when Brandon was going to pick him up and was already almost there. Now, Miller, this is the problem that they have.
Okay.
Miller is the top player on Alabama.
On their team.
Ranked number two nationally.
Yes.
And has not been charged
with any
crime.
Okay, Burn.
Okay. When he went out there to play the other day, the other team was yelling, lock him up. They didn't want him out there. He shouldn't be playing.
Because he should be part of that investigation.
He's part of the investigation. So why is he allowed to be
still
playing?
To play on.
And here's the part that people are saying. He didn't do anything. Well, some people are saying he didn't do anything criminally wrong.
Right.
Okay, because it is an open carry state, and you can give your gun to anybody
first, but it's not his gun for what they're saying.
Right, but here's the thing:
it's like, bring my gun, man, when you come pick me up.
But here's the thing: if somebody's text messaging you to bring them a gun,
if it's his gun,
any gun, what do you think they're gonna do with that gun?
Well, here's the thing: now,
go out and
here's the thing. I did not know. Now, it may make a little gray area depending on the lawyer and how the lawyer can dig into this. When you got somebody else's gun, first of all, why you got John Doe's gun? Hey, dude, you coming to pick me up? Bring my gun. You don't care. You don't think what he's going to do with it. You got his gun.
Right.
He wants it back. He has the right to ask for his gun back. I bet you his defense lawyer is going to say that.
That he just gave him his gun.
Because I thought it was his gun at first. Because I'm thinking, why would you call your friend and say, hey, man, bring your gun when you come?
But here's the question.
That's crazy.
But here's the question.
Okay.
Even if it is whatever, and he tells you to bring it, the text messages What do the text messages say? Because this says here they was texting back and forth for over an hour. It don't take an hour to say, bring me my gun.
So they have to, are they going to release the text message?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So this is what the university is saying. We have legal counsel involved from the university and different offices within the university that are at least aware of it. Collectively, we decided that Brandon was able to play. Mm-hmm. If we gather new information down the road, mm-hmm. then we'll deal with it at that time.
Okay.
So they must be thinking what you're saying.
Yes.
All we know is he texted him and said, bring me my gun.
When he going to pick him up and bring his gun too. And they figure right away, it wasn't his gun. That was that boy's gun. That boy has the right to ask for his property. Bring the property. Here you go. I gave him his property. Okay, come on and play. Come on and play the game.
This is
what I talking about. Lock him up. He didn't do anything.
Well, this is my thing. The reason why you should not lock him up, but he should be allowed to play.
What would they holler in the crowd?
Lock him up.
See, why would they lock him up?
Well, they wanted to lock Hillary Clinton up. Remember they was yelling lock her up,
and that man locked up.
Right. But my thing
Be careful what you ask for.
My thing is there's a criminal thing, and then there's
investigation,
and then there's a ethical thing.
Yeah.
In my opinion, ethically, he should not be allowed to play until the investigation is over. And let me tell you why Alabama's allowing him to play. When you think of Alabama, you don't think of basketball. You think of football. Uh-huh. So you know every time you hear Alabama College, Alabama College is football.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about Alabama basketball.
Okay.
All of a sudden, everybody cares about Alabama basketball.
They're number what, 2?
And you got the number 2 player. Some people think he's the number 1 player.
Uh-huh.
But let's just say for the sake of argument, he's the number 2 player.
Uh-huh.
Short of him shooting somebody down in the middle of the street and everybody on the campus seeing it, he gonna play.
Yeah.
Because they making millions of dollars off of him.
And I bet you they probably got some legal advice to say he is not been charged.
So why lose millions of dollars?
Let him play.
Yeah.
He has not been charged
exactly
for anything.
But
let him play.
But on every other time
mm-hmm.
any athlete has been in trouble,
mm-hmm.
they sat him down.
Yeah.
During the investigation.
But
bench players sit down.
You got to go back to, here's the thing that, and this even goes into the whole conversation of paying.
Yeah.
College athletes.
Yeah.
Paying them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's such a big money. It's big. So a lot of times they have to be careful, coaches, team members, whatever, that they're not giving them perks.
Exactly.
Cars to come on their team. So if that's the problem, you can tell how big this is to them.
Exactly.
They're going to try to cover their tracks to say,
right,
can he be charged?
I agree, Wendy.
Let him play.
I agree, Wendy, innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
The issue that I have is that they don't do that with bench players. They don't do that with people who not star players in any sport. Whenever you get if somebody just say you did something, they sit you down until the investigation is over.
So let me bring in another point.
Okay.
Because you used to say, I used to scream at, why she get to do it and I don't?
Exactly.
Favor is not fair.
Yeah.
That boy being a very good basketball player, number 2, whatever, has favor. The coaches will make sure he gets to play.
Right.
So yeah, it's unfortunate that why he get to play. This should be investigated. He should be sat down.
Right.
He brought the gun to the person and that person took that girl's life. He's part of that whole thing.
And if we're
You're
right.
But the favor that boy have over him is he's a darn good player.
And if we're going to say that, Wendy, we got to say that for police officers. While there's an investigation, they get to stay in their uniform and drive around. You can't say one time innocent until proven guilty, and then the next time when it's something else and it's not innocent. Are we going to say you're innocent until proven guilty so everybody can keep their jobs and everything while this is being investigated?
See, that's a tough one.
Or are we going to be consistent and say, this smells bad ethically?
Everybody that's involved.
Everybody sit down for a second.
Sit down while we have the dust clear. Because as the dust clears, we gotta have some time to look into
now,
this.
if you're innocent, we're not firing you. We're just without pay or with pay. You got to sit down for a minute.
Yeah.
We got to see, you know, and in that case, then R. Kelly, until he was found guilty, he was innocent. Everybody's innocent. Everybody's innocent.
Well, that's
until proven guilty.
That's our legal system.
We all know that's bull.
That is unfortunate, but according to the law, you are innocent till proven guilty.
Unless you.
But we already put people in the prison, under the prison.
Some people still in prison for 5 years, ain't even had a court case yet.
Thank you. And some innocent people are in prison.
They haven't even had a court case yet.
The proven guilty
So
part.
do we really go by innocent to proven guilty?
Well, this case, I'm telling you now, it changes. When I first heard, I thought it was his gun.
Mm-hmm.
Even so, I think, and who's to say that they wouldn't have done it or not, if they would have let him play it or not, if it was his gun.
Well, let's find out. So
it probably would have been a tighter case of, man, we got to let him sit.
Let's see what happens. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's the legal reason why they said legally we can't stop him, because he asked them to bring the gun.
That was property from somebody else. And then, too, his lawyer going to get him off.
No, he's not. Not if those text messages are bad.
Well, let's see.
If he knew
that the boy was going to use the gun for bad.
If I tell you, if I call you and say, Lenore, bring me my gun, and that's the only thing I say, I can see you getting off, because you could just want your gun back. Mm-hmm. But if I have a whole hour of text message saying this girl make me sick, man, I'm gonna take care of her. Oh man, all right, man, I'm gonna bring your gun, man, but make sure you don't say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing, man. I just need to take care of this. And you knew what he was gonna do. Then no, sorry.
Okay. So those text messages are very important.
Those text messages are very important. And it looks like the University of Alabama is not going to do anything until they hear them. So
okay.
Kiki says, before you ladies mentioned it, I've never heard anything about Alabama.
Nobody has. Put him on the map, didn't it?
Nobody has.
Yeah, and this young player too.
Yes. Wendy says, what did you think about the letter I wrote to Mexico about Shanquilla? Oh yeah, we were saying about sending those
we are going to do a letter ourselves.
Very good. Mm-hmm. And did you do it on pink paper or a pink envelope? Like they were saying?
Yeah, does it have to be all pink or just the envelope?
Kiki says, unfortunately, we go by how we feel about each individual situation. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem. Like you say, it's not so much about even keel. It's about how much money you have. It's about who you are. It's about all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. LeBron James is not going to be treated the same as another basketball player.
And that's just for sake of argument, you guys, we know that.
Yeah, we know that.
A really beautiful woman will be treated differently than a woman that's not that attractive.
Now, the sad thing about this story is on every level. Mm-hmm. First of all, a young woman lost her life, and she has a child.
And everybody just overlooked that.
Nobody's even talking about the fact that she's gone.
Her parent is saying, I think it was her mom, they were talking to on one of on the news thing. She's saying it was premeditated. They planned to kill my take my daughter's life.
Not saying it makes it better, but more understandable if they was arguing.
Yeah.
And she, your mama this and she that, and I hope you no. And he just
something really crazy.
Yeah. But he premeditated.
Yeah. What does she do for him to think I'm going to take her life?
Yeah.
She must.
So you got that sad, and then you got these two young black boys who are good athletes. One is number 1 or number 2 in the nation.
In the nation. Yeah. He's throwing his life away just being a part of that. Like you're saying, I don't know, kids these days, because how old is he? 20,
19 or 19? Something. Young, yeah, freshman.
We were just talking.
18, 19.
Well, we were talking yesterday about a lot of these kids don't think. Anytime you got a gun in any kind of situation, back away from it. If it's his gun and he wants it back, what you need it for, man?
This gotta be,
you want your gun, man?
This gotta be one of those cases like when they say you don't let people drive drunk. Like if somebody looking for their keys and you kick them under the couch or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, I'm not gonna help you.
And why did he have that boy's gun?
Thank you. That's the other question.
Why did this boy have the other boy's gun?
That's the other
Were
question.
They doing some other little stupid stuff?
So everything's gonna come out.
Oh, this is crazy.
Let's hope that it was innocent.
The text messages will give more clarity.
Let's hope that it was innocent and that he's like, look,
he's throwing his life away.
You know, he was gonna get another one or something. I was trying to talk him out of whatever.
Right.
Something. Mm-hmm. Other than that, he's gone.
Yeah.
We'll give them the benefit of the doubt, just like the
I
University
bet
of
you
Alabama.
that University of Alabama will pay for a very
But they
good
didn't
lawyer.
give him. They're not giving him the benefit of the doubt because they love him so much.
I bet you
they giving him the benefit of the doubt because nobody cares about the University of Alabama basketball until he started playing.
Yeah,
that's why. And
they're
they making millions off of him.
And they probably will pay for his defense.
Well, let's see. Let's see if that's
Okay.
a conflict of interest.
It's like
it?
Michael Jordan on your team, and he's in trouble.
Let's see.
Oh, you will pay every dime to get that man out.
But I haven't lost the fact that a young girl's life was taken.
I know. On top of all of this,
and she has a kid.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if that was his.
We don't know. Let's see. All right.
Okay,
So we'll
okay.
follow that story more.
Okay.
Stephanie Mills is under fire.
Oh, I feel good. I feel good.
Why is this not coming up? Yo, Stephanie Mills. When has Stephanie Mills ever said anything controversial?
Why
Do
is
we
it
know?
not coming up?
I don't know.
I know she's been a really cool person. It's got the waiting thing.
Well,
What's
anyway,
going on?
I'll tell you what happened. So Stephanie Mills was on Vlad TV. Oh, hold on. Let me see what Kiki said. That's why I truly believe not so much about banning guns, but there should be some type of mental test before being able to receive a license. Yeah, we were saying that. Some kind of mental capacity or something, but
That
but then
is
if
weird
people
anyway.
but then if people don't leave their guns out or whatever, then somebody else can get your gun.
What'd she say?
That's
Did I
what she
miss
said.
that? No.
She said she doesn't. You didn't hear what I said.
I didn't because I was trying to.
That's
flip
why
that
I
paper.
truly believe not so much about banning guns, but that there should be some type of mental test before being able to receive a license.
I know. Even like with a car.
Right.
You have
All
to
right.
take tests for cars
Yep.
to drive.
So Stephanie Mills catches heat after saying Beyonce isn't comparable to Diana Ross. So this was on B Love Scott's page, but
But the
Stephanie
Beehive went
Mills,
crazy?
the Beehive went crazy. Stephanie Mills was on Vlad TV, and Vlad, yeah, he's an interviewer on YouTube, big time interviewer.
Okay.
And she was on there, and he was just kind of saying how Diana Ross is,
In
the
her
boss.
own league.
And,
She's in her own league.
well, that she's a great, she's great. And so is Beyonce. And Stephanie Mills jumped right in.
What did she say?
And she
though?
says, in an interview with Diana Ross, Beyonce, interjecting, Stephanie said, I don't think you can compare. I don't think you can compare Beyonce to Diana Ross.
Okay.
Just in terms of stardom. The interviewer asked, Stephanie added, in terms of stardom, it's still different. I mean, Diana is glamour and, Beyonce is glamour. It's just different. It's hip hop. Stephanie continued, I consider Beyonce hip hop and I consider Diana R&B and pop and I consider her royalty. I've always wanted to be like Diana. And when I saw Lady Sings the Blues, I would go to her shows in Vegas. They were always so wonderful and classy. And everything Diana Ross is epitome of beauty and class to me. When the interviewer said he did not necessarily agree with Stephanie on her outlook on Bey being viewed as hip hop, she doubled down on her comments. Really? I see Beyonce more like hip hop than anything, and I still think she's wonderful. Don't get me wrong, but it's two different generations. It's just totally different to me. Needless to say, Stephanie's comments have earned her some backlash on social media. One Twitter user wrote, I get Stephanie Mills being from a different generation and having a different perspective about Diana versus Beyonce. But how can you box Beyonce into a category of being hip-hop when she's done so much in so many different genres of music?
That's that generation.
Another similar reacted, I understand the generations divide. I really do. And Beyonce is an honorary hip-hop honey. But she is an R&B pop diva at her core, just an evolution of what Diana Ross was in the 1970s. Lastly, Stephanie should not be on Vlad TV.
That's cold.
Which is true, because Vlad is like hip-hop, young.
Yeah, why is she on
and
there?
Stephanie's like, hey, everybody, let's love each other.
Why is she on there?
She shouldn't have been on
Oh,
there.
okay. Because have I heard of Vlad TV? I think
No,
bring up
you don't
stuff.
watch that.
Okay.
Okay, Stephanie, let me help you out. Okay. I understand what you're saying, but Beyonce is not hip hop.
Right.
Beyonce is pop.
She's a pop artist.
She's more pop than anybody.
I could see if she was saying Mary J. Blige, you know,
or Nicki Minaj. I could see if he said Nicki Minaj and Diana Ross. Oh, hold on, son, hold on. Diana Ross is glamour and R&B.
How old is I'm trying to see what generation would Stephanie Mills be in. Well, how old is she? So she's my age.
And how old is Stephanie Mills? Look it up.
Y'all look it up. Okay.
Stephanie Mills is your age, ain't she?
I think she is.
Because remember when we were, it was that one movie that the Wayans brothers was in, and it was the grandmother.
She's 65.
She older than me.
A little bit.
I'm just saying she older though.
Still same generation.
I know. That's why I'm trying to get in the ideal of where her generation ideal is. Because remember that grandmother of the Wayans brothers was saying, "Don't be playing that hippity hoppity music."
Hippity hop music.
Hippity hoppity.
But Beyonce's
so she's
not
thinking
hippity.
She's not. I think she spoke too soon. She spoke too quickly,
and
to put her in a little hippity hoppity category.
The reason I don't think it's unfair to put Beyonce and Diana Ross in the same sentence.
Please don't.
Let me tell you why. Different generations, though. Hold on, different generations.
Okay.
Both of them started in a 3-girl group. Well, it was 4, but it ended up 3 with Destiny's Child.
Okay.
And Diana Ross was in the Supremes.
Okay.
Diana Ross exceeded the Supremes.
Yes.
Beyonce exceeded Destiny's Child.
Yes.
Beyonce became a world phenomenon.
Right.
Beyonce is a world phenomenon.
Right.
Diana Ross did movies and did fashion.
Right.
Beyonce did movies and did fashion.
Okay.
It is not an alien concept to put those two in the same category.
Oh, okay, because they have the same checklist of things
it's
that
just
they've accomplished.
2 different generations.
It's two different. Here's the thing too. It's two.
Stephanie acted like they was on 2 different planets.
Right. And it's 2 different styles of music. It's different styles. It's not different genres because they both are pop artists.
And I got something that's going to spin your head.
What?
Dreamgirls. We all know Dreamgirls was the Supremes.
Yeah, the story.
And the one singing ahead was cute. The good looking one. And Fat Effie in the back that could blow. We all know.
That was the story or their life story.
And they put everything on the front one. Who played in Dreamgirls? Beyonce. So obviously the producers see a connection there that she played that role.
Her even in that role.
Yeah. So, but Stephanie acting like that was a magical question.
That's why I said she answered to me too quickly. I think if she was to revisit what she said, she'll probably have to clean it up. Clean it up
because it makes it sound like you think they're on 2 different planets. And Diana Ross is so glamorous and classy. Classy enough to have a child with Berry Gordy.
Out of wedlock.
While he was married.
At least Beyonce waited to get married and had her children.
Okay, so quit with the classy
We can't go how she manipulated Mr. Motown himself.
Let's stop with the classy. But I do agree with the big hair and the earrings and everything.
She is glamorous.
She's glamorous.
She don't. And the funny thing about it, we went to a Diana Ross concert. She don't dance and all of that. She changes outfits every 10 minutes.
And when she was younger,
this Beyonce dances.
And when she was younger, the most dancing she did was on the Wiz. And Michael made her dance then.
Thank you. So I don't know.
So I
can see the backlash that Stephanie is getting.
And I can see how the Beehive is like, how dare you act like Beyonce is an alien from another planet and Diana Ross is the epitome of
Diana
life.
Ross is here.
Yeah, and Beyonce is here.
I always wanted to be like Diana Ross.
Who wants to be like Beyonce?
I want my hair like hers. I don't want to be like Beyonce.
So she should have kept it, in my opinion, she should have kept it in a generational thing.
Yeah.
She should have said, when I was young, I wanted to be like Diana Ross.
Yeah.
I'm sure young girls today want to be like Beyonce.
Yeah. And they both are incredible
they're both
artists.
Incredible artists.
Yes.
She's going to walk it back.
Who have superseded and they've done movies, but one thing about Diana, I wanted to be like her. Because of my age and where we were in my time of life.
And Diana Ross was manufactured. Y'all keep forgetting that she came from a machine. Motown was a machine.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Beyonce was manufactured from her dad, making her run in high heels, working her all the day. These are manufactured people.
Well, she did a little. I guess they went past that manufactured foundation.
Yeah,
because they both set it.
They both exceeded it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because here's the thing: the fact is that they bring you up, and you can be. If people, how am I trying to say this? Pretending to be them. That's the stars that they will pick to be like
exactly.
them.
But how is
pattern them?
How is Diana different than Beyonce? People pattern after Beyonce,
and there are a lot of drag queens who like doing both of them. So
it's different eras, different genres. Kiki said Stephanie was popular in the 80s and early 90s. Wendy says she said it was a different era. Beyonce is physically performer, pop. Exactly. She's not a hip hopper. Mm-hmm. That's not. She's married to a hip hop artist. Maybe that's what Stephanie meant.
Maybe that's it.
She's married to a hip hop artist. Beyonce is not hip hop.
And to put her in a box.
No,
of hip hop.
She's pop. She's more pop music.
Okay.
So I think she's gonna walk that back, knowing Stephanie Mills.
Has to,
because Stephanie Mills don't like any kind of controversy. And I agree with that other person that said she should have never been on Vlad in the first place.
Yeah, okay.
That's a young YouTube
platform
for hip hop artists to come on and talk. And
not old school.
Why is Stephanie Mills on Vlad? I don't understand that. But anyway, all right. So that's them. Speaking of people that's in trouble, Sierra's been in trouble too. That's not the story we're talking about. Sierra has been in trouble because she did a single song about women being being independent. You don't need no man, and everybody's saying you go home to your big mansion with your husband.
Yeah,
telling me I don't need a man.
Your handsome
exactly. Who's a millionaire? Mm-hmm. So she got that heat off of that, and then people was like, "Well, Beyonce did Single Ladies." But Beyonce's Single Lady song,
if you marry, put a ring on it.
She said put a ring on. She's not saying you don't need no man.
Thank you. And she got Jay-Z by her side.
Right. And then I don't have a problem with you doing a single song about women being independent and standing up, but leave the man out of it. Why you got to say you don't need a man?
Thank you. That's the problem.
That's it.
Because you can do all of that without even mentioning a man.
Just talk about women and inspiring each other.
And here's another thing too. I'm sure people from the LGBTQ community came at her. Yeah. Because who's to say that I want a man? I may be attracted to a female.
Well, she's saying you don't need a man or whatever.
See, then she needs to be careful not to put it out. As far as being
first of all, don't do any. In my opinion, leave the Single Ladies Unite songs alone. Nobody wants to hear from you because you are beautiful. You married.
Did she
Russell.
write this before she married
I don't
Russell?
know, but even though I agree she can sing what she wants to, we don't want to hear from. That's like me singing a song about being skinny, eating right.
Skinny like me. Eating right, I'm the girl that you need all night. Skinny like me. People be like, "Oh, you trying to be like what's his name? Just eat it."
No,
eat it. You trying to be funny.
If I was Lizzo, that's different. Yeah. Lizzo doesn't sing about being skinny.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Stay in your element, Sierra. So that's number one. Which you can sing what you want. I'm just saying. Yeah. Understand you're gonna get backlash.
Yeah, as a married woman.
If I'm a fat girl singing skinny songs, I'm gonna get backlash.
Unless you're singing what Monique's saying, skinny women are
bees.
Yes.
Or Lizzo, about loving yourself, regardless of what size you are. Then I'll get away with it. But if I'm talking about being skinny and all this, I'm going to get backlash.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's just like if I was a black person singing about being white.
Yeah.
People would be like, you can sing what you want to sing, but
look at you like, what's she saying?
Just stay in your lane.
I'm just surprised that she's just put this song out, unless it was written some years ago, and now she wants to put it back on her album.
Right. But what I really want to talk about are these. Have y'all seen those viral ugly red boots?
I like to see the top of them. There's pants over them.
No, I'm gonna show you these boots. So this is Sierra. She's been rocking them. Every celebrity has been rocking these ugly boots.
I can't.
There they are, right there.
Oh,
that's Sierra in these boots.
It looks like, what's his name?
How much y'all want to bet Lenora gonna like these boots?
No.
You don't like them? Okay.
I like them with the pants over them. I don't like them like by themselves.
And
like
she
that.
loves Michael Jackson. You see, she got him on her shirt.
Uh-huh.
But those are the
They
boots.
look like Kanye's kind of.
No,
that big
Kanye's
black
was the
one.
I Know What You Did Last Summer boots.
Okay.
These look like cartoon character boots.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Dun, 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 dun. Like he's going into cartoon mode.
These are cartoon character boots. Everybody wearing these boots now.
How much are they?
A lot.
They are over 1,000.
I don't know. But only people who got money wearing them.
I think too. Here's the thing. Okay, I don't like them.
Okay.
But entertainment,
You can get away with it.
You can get away with it.
Oh, here's some of these pictures ain't showing.
You
Oh,
an entertainer.
Here's Janelle. She got white
ones. Okay. See, you're an entertainer. You can get away with anything pretty much with clothing, weird stuff. It probably looks better on a guy than a woman.
I think the women look better in them.
You think? Because it looks so big.
And they look better on petite women.
I like the pants that she had on with them.
Because if you go to Asian countries, they'll dress like that.
Yeah.
They'll wear something funky like that, and they have their hair kind of going anime and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're young and
who
stuff.
makes this boot? Who's the designer?
I don't know.
The
I have
name.
to read
Does it
it.
say it? Okay.
But this is everybody wearing these old ugly boots.
See, they look different on each person.
But see a young, thin, petite person looks fine in them because they look cartoonish.
They do. They look like the cartoon kids.
That's
feet.
Coy Leray.
Okay.
I knew she would get some because that's her personality.
Okay.
They wearing these boots.
So it's like red bottoms. Everybody trying to get.
What is Lil Wayne? See, now that just looks ridiculous.
Yeah, that does.
But he looked ridiculous anyway.
Yeah.
He looked like a clown with these pants on and those boots.
All he needs is a big nose.
See?
A big red nose to go with it.
All right, so that's all I wanted to say. Everybody wearing these stupid boots.
So they popular.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But stay with this, Sierra. Wear your ugly boots and go home. And look at that's probably her house. Look at that beautiful marble floor.
And you know what? The designer that put out this boot, they don't care. They making money. Something weird.
Oh
like
yeah,
this,
yeah.
They making money.
So
with
I
these
think
cartoon boots.
my thing is with these, and I know everybody wearing
they
them.
look okay with jeans over them.
My thing is, as long as I feel young people can get away with it, and I think petite entertainers and petite people.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So what can we say?
Nothing.
Yeah. And if so many people are starting to wear them now, you're gonna get used to them.
Right.
So
okay. So your donkey of the day.
Yeah,
Every day we do donkey of the day. Mm-hmm. Wendy says Beyonce is a physical dancey performer. Oh, before we do donkey of the day, y'all, tomorrow we doing a call-in show. So I'm gonna put our email address woodscreation4you@gmail. Email us and let us know if you want us to send you the link to your email and give us your name on YouTube because I ain't letting everybody in.
Yeah, and we'll probably have some set criteria too.
Yeah, y'all know we can't be cussing and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and then just try to stay
your
away.
Video is on.
Try
Hopefully
to stay away from words
on.
that like Lenore be using.
Yeah,
the K word, the M word.
Yeah, we got to be careful with being monetized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the computer too. You said picks up a lot of.
So this will be the first time, y'all, that we're gonna do a show where we want y'all to come in because when y'all type, a lot of times it's past tense. We've moved on, so it's a lag.
And we need to be in that moment. And we may not have as many topics.
Yeah.
Depending on how we flow.
Yeah, we may end up talking about one topic for the whole show.
Because we're getting everybody's opinion.
What did you say you want to talk about tomorrow? You said you had a topic. About allowing them to use
hip hop's words being used. Hulu is going to be streaming the hip hop. I forgot the name of it. Because a lot of them, they're talking to rappers right now about being their words in their lyrics being used
against
as prosecutors are using them. Politicians are coming down on them.
Yeah,
and they're going to have a show coming on tonight on Hulu
and
streaming.
So it's tonight on.
I believe it comes on tonight.
So if y'all get a chance, if you have Hulu, watch that. And then you said it was some guy who got out of prison. He was in prison for 20
Little
years.
Mac is what his name was. And he was with he was young with Master P on his label,
and they used his lyrics against him.
not only did they use his lyrics, they took lyrics from one song
and blended it with
another one. And he was saying that wasn't what I was saying.
Okay.
It wasn't. They were trying to mess his character up to show that he could have been the type of person that did the murdering of the person.
So that's one of the
things.
He
actually didn't even do it. He had his gun with him,
right?
But he didn't even use it.
So that's one of the things we're going to talk about tomorrow. So one of the things, and then a few other topics if we get through them.
Yeah.
So email us. I put the email. Look, go scroll up. I put our email address, woodscreationforyou@gmail.com.
And keep in mind that we're going to be doing this weekly. So some of you...
We're going to do it every Friday.
Every Friday. Some of you may not be on the show tomorrow. You may be on the one next week.
Okay.
So we're trying to look... This is a test.
Yeah, we want to see
how this flows.
And so far, I know the people that are in here that have spoken today, I want all of y'all on here.
Is that how many people, though?
That's Kiki... Wendy, Jay Boogie.
If you can.
If you want to. Wendy M. And
because see, I was thinking somebody else that didn't come on today.
Oh, that's all. And then Emerald. Emerald's not
and
here
we don't
today.
Want too many people on there because it would take all the time to hear from each person.
Right.
So we're still trying to figure this out.
We'll figure it out.
But even so, send your email to the email Kim just put on there because we have all of that in place
and
when we're ready to invite you in.
But we'll send you the link and it'll be every Friday that we'll have a
it'll be a different link every Friday. It won't be the same.
Oh, you gonna change it up?
I got to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got to because I don't want too many of y'all getting too happy thinking you just come on in every Friday.
Oh.
That may not happen.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. So your
donkey of the day.
From Charlemagne the God on the Breakfast Club. A man dressed as a 7-foot penis is arrested for harassing women.
How was he harassing them?
A man dressed as a giant 7-foot penis has been arrested by police after women complained he had been harassing them. Military police in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, arrested the man dressed as a giant penis in the city center on Sunday for acting suspiciously.
On Sunday too?
A picture of the arrest shows the man wearing an inflatable manhood costume and a pair of flip-flops being led away peacefully by the officers. Now, I can't show all of him. That's the top part of him.
Did they know what he was?
Just the man's feet and rather a glum face can be seen as the officers with the baton tucked under his arm takes him into custody.
They may not know what he was, though.
He said he was using his costume to chase women taking part in the city's parades.
Okay.
So he decided to chase women around
in a giant
penis.
I wondered, did he...
My mother laughing.
Did he make this outfit, or was he promoting something?
He was just being stupid.
But where'd he get this outfit from?
He probably made it or something.
Oh my goodness, got his face out and everything.
Now you know Charlemagne.
Because I didn't know what that was until you said
it. Well, I didn't show the bottom of it.
Oh, it shows that it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the bottom...
You show me later.
We'll be banned off the air.
Okay.
The thing Charlemagne said was, why do he have to be black? The man is white, but the costume is a black penis.
Oh, it could have been.
He said even when y'all doing stuff like that, y'all blame the black man.
Because they probably said,
"I want to be." Who else would have a 7
larger than life?
Right. So that was being. No one knows why he was doing it. He was chasing them around, harassing them.
Oh goodness. Thank you for being in another country. Still, they have to deal with him.
And they arrested him.
Of course.
So that was your donkey of the day.
That's truly a donkey.
So that was it.
Solomon, of course, they're going to catch the color of it.
Thank you. Okay, guys. So don't forget, email us if you want to be on tomorrow's show. We're going to be on anyway. But that would be our way of bringing anybody in by us sending you the link.
Uh-huh.
Let us know.
Okay.
Send us your email, and then we'll send you the link for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And again, it's supposed to be around 4 o'clock. So y'all know 4 o'clock.
Yeah, if you can't do it around that time.
Or if you come in
That's
later
fine,
or something,
yeah.
let us know.
But we're trying to keep it at a minimum because we want to be able to have time to hear what you guys have to say, like you've been typing in your comments and we're going to be cordial in how we go back and forth. Yeah. Give your opinion. We may not agree, but we're going to agree to disagree if we have to.
I like when y'all don't agree.
I do too.
So
I don't know who was
you don't have to agree
who
with
was
me.
it yesterday that just really came hard on me about Michael B. Jordan?
Oh, that was Emerald. Yeah.
I love Michael B. Jordan, and I wanted everybody to understand. We listed all the fine men that we like. I just don't like for any of them to play that part of Will Smith.
So all of you guys have, that's why I said it. So far, everybody who commented today is good. So it's Scooby's not on here. But other than that, you guys are all good. Y'all have all been, you don't use like profanity and all that stuff.
There's certain words we got to be careful.
And you guys have well thought out things that you actually type. You don't say stupid stuff just to say it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like you guys would be great to be on there to have a conversation.
And this basically will be the topic tomorrow. Will be the whole rap
using your
rap lyrics being used. In a court of law.
Yeah, and then any other things that we
why just that music.
Right, and any other things that pop up.
Yeah, we have time to. Yeah,
who knows?
We may do a donkey of the day as well.
Kamala might show up tonight and hand out water. Kamala. So we don't know.
And that's sad when we can't even remember our vice president's name.
It's Kamala. I keep thinking it's Pamela.
We say it wrong.
Pamela. All right, you done? All right, y'all. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Always believe. And that was another Woods Report. See you later.